Brian must die.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello there, welcome to the Flush and Bullet podcast, Series 1, no, VidiProg, Series 1, number 1. This is the actual proper number 1. Yes, the last one was a pilot. I'm Siobhan, and with me, it's only Dr. Sinister.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sinister. How are you?
You're very cheerful for an evil dictator. You are. It's just not right.
I've been signing death warrants all day.
Oh, that's your favourite.
My favourite thing ever.
Oh, bless your little cotton eye patch. Is it cotton?
I don't know. It's whatever the slaves make me.
Slaves?
Yes.
Oh, I see. You haven't got some euphemistic name for them, then?
Don't you have slaves where you live?
I've got cats.
Oh, so you're their
Yeah,
slave.
I'll show you. Yes, basically. Come on. There we go.
Okay.
Yes, tango. And I know people... first of all, thank you very much for the... Oh, hands, look! Ooh, ooh. Thank you very much for the response we received for the pilot episode. We've taken some of your stuff on board. For a start, I'm definitely on a hopefully clearer picture. However, I'm having to use a different microphone setup, so the sound's probably very bassy, actually. I've also got a stinking cold. We're going to keep them shorter. They're going to be about 10 minutes long, each one, which means we can record a load in one evening. And we've also put the audio feed out on the podcast RSS feed, which you can pick up by going to iTunes and looking for the Flash and Blade podcast, or going to the website www.flashandbladepodcast.net. That's it. Yep. The latest episode's normally on the front, though I might not be putting the audio things, the audios of these on the actual front page. Will be in the episodes section. We've also included an embedded YouTube video of whatever the latest one of these is. Yeah. So, like I said, we've tried to take on board suggestions, and we're still open to suggestions as well, apart from stop. I'm sure I saw something just then. Anyway, so yes. What are we doing this time around? Did you know?
Aren't we talking about the Moonbase?
Moonbase.
Moonbase.
Right, hang on a second. Where is it? My phone nearly went in my cup of tea.
Wow.
That's not good. I'm going to have to bend down now and find my electric telephone.
I do love the way your camera
It's
zooms
going
in.
away.
That is really pretty nifty.
Oh, I think Davies quite liked it as well.
Yeah.
Right, where are we going?
Is this an official press release thing?
Yes, official press release thingy, look.
Wow, I feel honoured to actually be seeing one of these.
Well, yes. You can't really see it in stereo, unfortunately. Once in the blue moon. So anyway, yes, the Moonbase. Been waiting a long time for this to come out. Quite simply because, well, there's 2 episodes missing.
Yes.
Yeah. You're just going to sit there now, aren't you?
Yes.
You've not actually seen it.
I've seen the 2 episodes, but I haven't seen the animated ones that they've done.
Okay, well, where do you want to start on this?
So, if I remember rightly, episodes 2 and 4 are the ones that exist.
Yes.
And so they've animated 1 and 3.
Yes.
And so the first question has to be the inevitable, what's the animation like?
Ah, it's the same sort of animation as the 10th Planet.
That's good, because I
And
like
Reign
the
of
10th
Terror.
Planet one. I thought that was by far the clearest animation I'd seen.
Well, in fairness, I actually think this is better than that.
Ooh.
They're obviously working on it. The only thing that I had it wasn't an issue with it. I was slightly puzzled by it. Was quite simply They occasionally cut to shots of people's feet just walking along.
Random shoes.
Yes, basically random shoes. Quite so. Now I contacted one of the producers on it, who I believe is called Gary Russell.
Never heard of him.
No, neither do I. Quite
He
frankly.
must be new to the scene.
Yeah, I don't think he's done much.
One of these...
Oh, hang on, he edited an edition of my old fanzine, Private Lives.
Oh, he's not exactly new to the... He's not one of these fly-by-nights then.
Oh, no, he's not that. But to be honest with you, I think that's what propelled him.
Your fanzine?
I think my fanzine propelled him, yeah. Anyway,
Is this when you decided to step back from the limelight?
Well, yes, basically. Well, George McFadden was at the time the producer of Doctor Who. And do you not know anything about the history of this show? No, obviously. There's a whole history. George McFadden had the rights to produce Doctor Who around about 1990. And anyway, right, so Gary has turned around and said that it wasn't his project, so he doesn't really know. Sorry.
So that's quite insightful, I think.
But as far as he does know, there wasn't a telesnap. The camera script would have been the next port of call. But he's not sure in the particular case.
Now, I'm doing this from reading the book now.
Yes, great novel.
Isn't there... There are scenes where the Doctor is taking people's shoes off, isn't there, and swabbing them and... Yeah,
this isn't... this is it's just a bizarre cut down to feet walking. That's how feet walk.
Maybe on the real thing, the cameras were broken and they decided to recreate that.
I don't know. But I mean, it's not very. It's only about 2 or 3 times. It's just that's a bit odd. Okay. It's lovely to see it animated. I haven't heard the soundtrack, so I'm going by the novel.
Yeah.
I've obviously seen the 2 episodes that have been returned on the Lost in Time set, but to actually see the novel. You're rocking backwards and forwards like that. Please don't start crying.
I'm nodding interestingly, so that I'm not just sitting here as a static puppet.
Yeah, would that make you a puppet government?
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you can't do that on this. It's the Google thing that you do. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Well, we can pretend.
Can I ask another question, please?
Yes, you can.
That being it.
What?
That was the question.
Okay, right, good. Thank you very much.
Can I ask another question? Can I ask 2 more questions, this being the first one?
Yes.
Do you not think that having already released these 2 surviving episodes on the Lost in Time set, that this is... I'm playing devil's advocate here. This is a little bit of a cash-in.
Ooh, okay. Oh, a nut. No, sorry, that's cashew. Is it a cash-in? No, it's not. Let's have a quick look. It is... And this is interesting, actually. In the next episode, we're going to be looking at the DVD for The Time of the Doctor. But this is £20.42 pence. Brand new P, basically. And I think it's a single discer.
Okay.
But it's actually quite interesting. For a start, you've got it animated. Yeah. And the animation is good animation. And it's nice to see this... done, especially the really good scene I love is the fact where the Doctor is talking to himself. Well, he's answering his own thoughts.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant. Okay, the commentary is interesting as well. For episodes 2 and 4, you've got the usual commentary with Annika Wills, Fraser Hines, Edward Phillips, and special sounds creator Brian Hodgson. And for radiophonic people like me, and that's cool. Now, for episodes 1 and 3, it's a bit different. It's a series of one-to-one interviews featuring the writer Kit Pedler, well, not him, but his daughters, Lucy Pedler and Carol Topolsky. There's an art.
If that's his daughter, that would make her a kitten peddler.
I've got to do something about this microphone. I'm ignoring that. Archive interview with producer Innes Lloyd.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Assistant floor manager Lovett Bickford. You may remember him from The Leisure Hive. And Cyberman actors Barry Noble, Derek Chaffer, and Reg Whitehead. It's moderated or linked by Toby Haydock.
Who's he?
No idea. Then there's the usual making of documentary. This one's called Lunar Landing. Photo gallery coming soon, which is bonkers for the Underwater Menace. And
Nothing
Radio
in
Times
the world
listing.
can
And
stop me now.
that's how it ends. Is nothing in the world. And you expect to go, Barrowman.
So they are doing the Underwater Menace.
Yes.
Animated.
No idea. It doesn't say.
It must be.
Well, yes.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of. If they've released Moonbase with 2 episodes animated, makes you wonder if they started to animate episode 2 of Underwater Menace and then suddenly couldn't.
Probably, I'd say probably not. But the fact that they can now do a similar release with the 2 episodes and 2 episodes animated probably means it's worth their while.
Yeah, I think so. Because remember, they've had quite a bit of time now to animate it. They've had, excuse me, coffee. No. Sorry, folks. This is the Flashing Blade. You get all this. Plus, I've got a stinking cold, and I've just seen what that is. No.
What?
This puppet will be taking over the show if we're not careful.
What puppet?
Actually, the original idea for that, does it really? That's just wrong. Adam Purcell's going to listen to that, and he's no.
Yeah, so we even have a love life of sorts. That's what that reminds me of.
So anyway, this Moonbase, that.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, more Troughton on my shelf is always good.
It's interesting. He's actually talking about the story itself. He's actually very, very. It's a very serious Troughton. Away from there. She's invading my Daleks and going near my Xbox, and it's the Xbox that I'm using for this. We don't want it being turned off suddenly.
Oh, have you heard what they're doing on Xbox these days? There's a guy running around. There's a guy running around in a game with the call sign, and I have to be careful here. Xbox sign off. So, and when he's shooting people and getting in their way, and when they're screaming at him,
oh, that's actually quite clever in a really nasty way. I quite like that. Anyway, as for the Moonbase itself, a lot of fun. Troughton, like I say, is serious, but that's down to Maurice Barry, the director, according to Winnie Quills in the documentary. He reined Troughton in.
Yeah, but he was always capable of doing serious.
Yeah, but if you look at the Moonbase, he's serious the whole time.
I don't necessarily.
Look at Tomb of the Cybermen. There's only one joke they managed to squeeze in, which was the holding hands walking into.
Yeah, with Jamie.
Tomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I know you're mad. I just wanted to make sure.
That's a great line. But it's Is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it.
Oh, obviously I've
there's no two ways about
done
it.
Some months now.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, that's just an automatic response from a lot of fans. Oh, new Doctor Who DVD.
Yeah.
Click. There's some people, who can't actually afford them, and they've got to pick and choose what they're going to buy. Is this one worth it? Look online. You'll probably find it cheaper than the RRP. Quite frankly.
Most definitely.
You know. Okay. Yeah. So, go for it, Moonbase. Anyway, we're about to go, I think, for this episode. See, very, very...
Someone's poking their head around behind my door.
Are they?
Yeah. We might be invaded at any minute.
I keep hitting this wretched thing. Hello, it's your son.
My son, Anthony.
With the wonderful name of Anthony.
Have you got that iPad?
Because I'm Dr. Sinister.
He's being evil.
Yes. Go and do what you're doing. I'm
Are
recording.
you taking over the world?
Obviously.
That won't be edited out.
I can't be bothered.
Yes, he's doing. Yeah, Sinister's doing the editing now for these. I'm doing the audio stuff. He's doing the video stuff. Hello, Brian. Brian's got his own Facebook page now.
Yes. Brian Boring.
Yeah, Brian Boring, and his own Twitter feed.
And his own Twitter feed.
Yes. He's got to
His
learn how
full
to
name's
talk
Brian
at some stage.
McBoring. Brian Boring's more of a stage name.
Of course. I'm sorry. I should have realised. He's going to have to learn how to talk at some stage. See, the original idea was to actually have the video show presented by puppets, and they were going to be sock puppets. Except somebody had a Muppet and sort of blew the sock idea out of the water.
Well, he's been sitting next to my desk for some time. And I didn't know what to do with him. And he just suddenly, he said, I'd like to do a flashing blade. So I thought, why not?
Oh, okay. I just made a really good joke.
Oh.
You need to keep your hand in. Doesn't matter.
No harm in trying.
Gag. Yeah, well... I shall return, and I shall be waiting for you. Yes, terrible. You and I can quote these things. So anyway, we are looking at getting another Muppet. So eventually, the show will be presented by two different Muppets to the ones presenting it at the moment. However, we're going to probably have to start up a Kickstarter campaign to get it funded, because they're a bit pricey. We're probably going to have to try and raise about 80 quid, 90 quid. But there's going to be perks and everything else like that. Special flashing blade perks.
He's got his own badge.
Oh, hello. Can you still hear me?
I can just about, yes.
Ah.
Has your cat muted you again?
No. You're now... Oh, my... Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Hang on. Can you hear me again?
Yes, you've gone much quieter, but I can hear you.
How's that?
That's better.
Yeah, my controller turned off.
Ah.
You're gonna have to watch that in future. So actually, I'll be able to tell. What are you doing? He's eating my coat.
Oh dear, he's chewing your Oh, right.
There's me worried Brian's gonna steal the show.
Oh, the indignity! You'll have to give Tango his own Facebook page now.
No, there's enough cat Facebook pages out there. I subscribe to most of them. Okay, so yes, get that. Dr. Sinister will be presenting a highly important public information film at the end of this show. You need to watch it because
it's essential, because it's about an issue that affects us all. Isn't that
it
right,
is. Hello, Anthony.
Yeah.
All right then. So say goodbye.
Goodbye. Say goodbye, Anthony.
What's that cat?
That's Tango. Doodles!
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.
Bread, found in households all around the country. One of the most popular items on anyone's grocery list, but also one of the most dangerous. Millions of deadly loaves of bread are sold every day to people who don't realise the dangers of this addictive and lethal substance. In fact, not many people realise that the vast number of people in the hospital like this suffer from bread-related injuries. So what are the dangers? I took a trip to find out.
The thing is, people don't really realise the implications. Once you people just look at it and think, yes, it's just bread, isn't it, man? And I think, but you look at it and you think, like, this is just not. They just don't understand what can happen.
And there you have it. That's just one of the examples of how bread can totally destroy a human life. Bread, don't be dead.